Hey Cancer, I'm here to bring you your February 2018 clarity on how you're doing overall. We're going to look at love, career, finance, and future, okay? While I shuffle, I'm going to show the mountain behind me so you guys can connect and draw some energy from it. All right, you can see it there. I'm going to put it over here so you can see Kristen there. All right, lots of power coming from that mountain there. If you're new to my channel, I like to show the mountain as often as possible so that you can draw energy from it and connect from it. It's great for manifesting, for healing, a lot of energy, a lot of power. So if you're sensitive, you'll feel it right away. Just discern, please use positivity, okay? Because it is powerful and intense. It's freaking gorgeous, too. It's actually, you can see it today. It's been like a snowstorm every day here. It's a little wild. I'll close the blinds here in a second so you can see me a little bit better. All right, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kristen. I'm a metaphysical healer and psychic guide, and I love so much to do this for you. I appreciate you allowing me to guide you on your journey and give you any information that the universe feels that you need to have, okay? Please subscribe and hit that notification bell, okay, so I can reach you on the next video. And I do have lives on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. So if you'll check my Facebook and my YouTube information below, the links are there so that you can access those videos Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Because I offer mini free readings. So if you guys connect on there, you can get a free mini reading. I offer all kinds of different mini readings. Also, let's see. I do offer personal readings. They're very affordable, and I get back to you within 24 hours, okay? So check that information below down there as well. I also offer long-distance Reiki and guidance for crystal, rainbow, indigo children, the whole spectrum there, okay? All right, guys, this is a general reading. I'll go ahead and close this. This will not resonate with everybody, but take what fits, leave the rest. Hello, now you can see me. All right, so I'm going to pull from the major arcana, okay, just to give me an overall energy on how things look in those particular areas. And I will set them up so you can see them as soon as I get the information out. Oh my gosh, you guys are looking fantastic. You guys got all kinds of wonderful things going on. All right, again, Cancer, February 2019. All right, guys. Let's turn down all the noise in our head, all right? Let's feel with our senses here and manifest with our feelings, all right? Not all the noise in our head. And let's bring in this energy, all right? All right, guys. I'll pull more cards as I go, and I will pull from the Oracle deck at the end to give you an overall clarifier on the reading, okay? All right. Give me a sec. All right. So overall energy for you is the wheel. Okay. The wheel is, you know, it represents a change in an opportunity. It's bringing in positive fortune, information, a new cycle, some type of new progress is happening in your life. Okay. Because there's a completion in another area. Okay. You've been feeling this weight of whatever the situation is. Okay, I do feel like you are feeling a little bit of a burden on this, okay? But I also feel like it's a positive situation coming in. Okay, it's good financial news. Although you might be feeling a little bit of that financial delay right now, financially. Good things are coming, and you know that, okay? Great things are coming. So there's a new job coming out, okay? There's a new business venture. There's a new opportunity to bring in money, okay? Something that's bringing you a lot of happiness. It's going right along with exactly, you know, where you feel you need to progress in your life, okay? This is bringing you that change. Okay? Money, money. Lots of money. So whatever this is, it's bringing you a lot of financial success. It's bringing you an opportunity to really evaluate your finances and put them in a position where you can get things kind of covered a little bit better, okay? And we'll see how this kind of pans out as we look at things. As far as love goes, I see the star. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful. That's better times ahead. That's, you know, feeling optimistic about the situation, healing within the relationship. The Two of Wands. Okay. Okay, so you have a very important and beautiful, passionate love situation coming, perhaps a new heightened, it's heightened in the opportunity where you either take it to the next level, okay, or the offer does start coming in. I know for a lot of my twin flames in this journey have been waiting for things to kind of roll in. Folks who are in, you know, a relationship where maybe tough times were kind of at the forefront, you know, communication that came through, you guys kind of just coming back together has allowed for kind of a new opportunity for you guys to feel a place of hope and renewal. You know, good things are coming in. You feel the, you feel that you guys have worked together to come over this triumph. I mean, these struggles, and you've triumphed over those situations, and beautiful things are now rolling in for you. Okay, so I see a lot of positivity, a lot of optimism in the love world here. And the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting, because the next place here we're talking about work. And you have the Lovers in here. So I get the feeling like you are actually, you're getting rewarded by perhaps getting an opportunity to work with somebody that you really care about. I see both family, maybe family business, and I also see an opportunity for a couple to come together and work in a business venture as well. Okay, so the Lovers came out in career, as well as the Hangman and the Three of Pentacles. So you're understanding, you know, that the only way that this is going to work is that you guys are going to have to sacrifice certain things, okay? That certain obviously the way that you do things at home are going to differ from the way you do things in business, okay? There's going to have to be kind of a separate line drawn as far as what is appropriate in the business aspect of the relationship and what is not, okay? So I don't feel like this is something real serious or heavy, but it is a conversation that's going to take place where you guys are going to come to an understanding that in order for us to work together here on the situation, we're going to have I don't necessarily see contracts, but communication about how this is going to work, okay? And just having a very clear understanding of who, you know, the roles and who does what, and, you know, the money and all of these things. Everything's all prepared and planned out before you move forward in this situation. And as long as that happens, this will be a very, very positive situation. The Star again. So you had love, Star, and you got Star in your career. So I definitely see that this is a very, very happy, positive thing for you guys. You've been working really hard in these kind of mundane jobs, and, you know, this is an opportunity for you to just do something a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more heartfelt. You really feel for this position, you know. It is something that just brings you a whole different type of joy, okay, and healing and optimism, and you just feel good about, you know, planning to do this every day, and you just look forward to it. You know, all of the cups are being poured evenly here. Everybody has a clear understanding, okay, of how this is going to go, and everybody moves forward in a very, very positive outlook, okay? All right, guys. Okay, so for home, I see the Tower, the Nine of Wands, okay, and the Page of Cups. So I see that there is perseverance through the struggle, and you guys are able to come together during this change and really communicate, and with this plan of action that you have, not only with the partner in business, but you've taken that approach and brought it home and allowed yourself to implement this change in a very positive and proactive way with your family, with the people who matter most that need to know and need to be on the same page with you. And you're able to very much smoothly just transition right on in to where your next step is going to be, okay? Although there's a Tower moment, it a tower moment, it's saying that there's a change coming, okay? And so I see that with the communication and with sharing this happy news, okay? Let me back up just a second. Okay, so by breaking down any of the walls as far as how you want to go forward with this, keeping everybody, I feel like you're one to reserve a little bit just to spare somebody's feelings about change or any kind of emotion. You want to stay kind of away from that confrontation, especially when it's for a loved one. But I do feel that that you are overcoming this situation. You're pulling through together by communicating this happy news, okay? You're communicating this happy change, and that, in the end, if this is family, this is something that your immediate family can at some point down the line, if it's children, especially teens, they take changes a little bit differently. This is something you can say, you know what? This brings you an opportunity for a little bit more freedom in your world. You're not going to have to just go out and do this mundane stuff like I did. You're going to have a different opportunity, different freedoms, able to live your life in a way that does allow you to exercise your abilities and gifts a lot faster, than we did when we were kids. And that's a beautiful thing, because our children have, they're much more connected generation, and everything's sped up, with the world and with the way that we're evolving and accelerating. So for them, it needs to be kind of quick paced, okay? And so having that freedom in a work scenario, in that making money and providing for yourself area, is really important for the next generation to have a little bit of that freedom, so that they can plant those seeds in the world, okay? They have a lot more to do in their time, in a way. There's a lot more healing involved, because they have such a huge gift. We were kind of the providers of that way to open the minds for people to accept those gifts, whether there's just a change in perspective or whatever it is. Reminding your family that this is a happy, positive change that's going to provide them future opportunities, is a perfect way to allow things to just kind of manifest forward in a very positive way, okay? So in the future, I do see, this major change happening, okay? I do see that you are providing that very nurturing approach that is allowing everybody to just kind of take a deep breath and go with the flow of things in a very smooth way. And, I also see that you are feeling like, you have like this, all of a sudden, this inner wisdom, because you were able to just get through this so smoothly. That's not to say there weren't some things that came up that weren't a challenge, but overall, your strength that you've managed to pull through, the passion and the excitement that you have for the future here, is really providing you a lot of wisdom and courage, and an ability to bring a lot of comfort to your family throughout these changes, okay? You're able to help them see through any illusions that might be difficult to separate from reality, okay? Because I know, emotions can a lot of the times create an unrealistic perspective, okay? And so you are very much able to help guide you and your people through these changes, so that there can be a sense of well-being, okay? All right. So I see here, within the first quarter here, you are going to have an opportunity to just take a rest from all of the stress and the disappointment that you've had from the past, okay? You're going to get an opportunity with this with this transformation, okay? Even though it looks all scary and you have a high responsibility of keeping everybody in line, and you kind of do it like it's nothing. Right? But the universe is also letting you know that, you know, coming soon, you're going to be out of this this month and into the first quarter. You're going to be out of this struggle, disappointment, just always kind of in your head and stressed out about certain things, and able to rest, okay? You're finally just going to be able to rest. Take that moment with your family. Go play games. Go rock out. Jam some music together. Go on a mini vacation, you know. Take that time to be together and show that even though all of this is happening and it's important to you, family is important as well. And in doing that, you're going to continue to bring in that nurturing ability to just kind of smoothly go through the flow of things, okay? All right, guys. All right, we're going to pull a random here on this card. I've already shuffled. All right, Angel Oracle deck. All right, 2 came out for you. Came out together even. Okay, 44, all right, or 8, if you're into numerology. 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. And number 32, divine grace, the law of efficiency. All right. The 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. When the gift of the 7th ray enters your life, something new is being formed, something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes, resonating with high-frequency violet light and the archangel Ezekiel. The 7th ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequencies. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. All right, so maybe, like we said, go in a different direction with some of this stuff, okay? Going with your abilities. The 7th ray is very active upon the earth at this time. All of humanity is being affected by it. The 7th ray is the push-pull between the old and the new, the life that has been and can no longer continue in that form, and the new life that wants to evolve from the old. So when you are talking to your family as well, you know, explain that things just sometimes no longer serve us and we have to move past them. When the 7th ray enters your life, you are asked to balance your attachment to what has been with an openness to the heart. It is time to fearlessly question what has been, honor what continues to hold value for you, and dismiss what no longer serves you. Okay? The 7th ray also creates form from invisible, intangible spiritual energy. These, these are inspired solutions and synchronicities that seem to come out of nowhere. They are signs of the divine order happening. Okay, so watch for signs, angel numbers, songs, anything that resonates with you. They are signs of the divine order happening. The 7th ray brings in alignment with that divine order. And the more you are willing to invoke and allow that energy to bless you, the more your life will align itself with the genius of creativity, solutions, and loving opportunities the universe wants to bring to your world. The gifts of ritual, order, and ceremony are ways to attract this energy. The conscious ceremony, done in service to unconditional divine love, feeds a need for sacred embodiment. It is the hunger within the soul that many seek to feed through religion, and others through the less conscious rituals of addiction. Ritual can be something that keeps you stuck or opens you to the sacred. Choosing a spiritual practice to engage on a regular basis, creating your own spiritual system, will help you call the genius of 7th ray energy into your life. Guys, and that could be, you know, down to just your routine on a daily basis. Getting up, doing a 15-minute workout, having your shower, starting your day, having your shake, you know, doing a meditation, doing that in a very specific time, in a very specific order every week will allow this to progress and to happen, okay? Choosing a spiritual practice to engage in on a regular basis, creating your own system will help you call the genius of the seventh ray energy into your life. Your spiritual practice might be a daily prayer followed by a short conscious dance or yoga session, a meditation, a walk in nature, or some combination of these. Find what works for you. Do that regularly. Make it a priority. You can invite spirit into your life through a simple and ordered system that you do on a regular basis, even if for only 5 or 10 minutes a day. Then the new life, the new you, the order that brings an expansive idea to the world can happen. Okay? Even music, listening to music throughout the day is a very powerful thing. Positive, inspirational music. Okay. The challenge with seventh ray is not to become obsessed with the future, with the new, to the extent that you forget about the valuable aspects of what already is. It is about developing what has value, not rejecting outright anything from the past. The past can teach us wisdom and help us create a more loving future if we allow ourselves to balance our passion for the future with the respect for what has been. Another beautiful way to explain to your family if you are moving forward, okay? The gift of the seventh ray is the ability to live as an embodied divine presence. For humans who don't trust or even recognize the love of the divine in their hearts as yet, those who do are great supporters. The seventh ray empowers us to use loving ritual to invite divine presence to fill us and our lives. It also teaches us to use our consciousness to clean up our own energy field and the energy field of the world around us, so the divine can show its face more clearly. The comfort of this can help free all beings from anguish and suffering. The invocation says, I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, and the assistance of the unconditionally loving masters on this ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain and Archangel Zekiel. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I open to the magic of creativity, divine genius, and the ability to translate spiritual concepts into the real world experiences for the greatest good. May I discover and use my innate power for consciousness, May I discover and use my innate power for conscious and loving ritual and ceremony to enrich and invite spiritual presence into the world. May all beings feel safe and consciously held in a loving divine order, according to the great plan of love. Through my own free will, so be it. All right, love it. Okay, and the divine grace, number 32, divine grace, the law of efficiency, or number 6 if you're into numerology. It is time your life became easier. It is time for you to walk the way of divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be meant as it is meant to be. All right, just going with the flow, smoothing it out. Surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness. This is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead you to the best results. The law of efficiency encourages us to work smarter rather than always working harder. It is like learning to allow a wave to carry you to shore rather than swimming the entire way with your own efforts alone, or even harder, against the current, which would make the journey almost impossible. This is like planting a seed at the right time, so nature will help it bloom in the spring, rather than planting it during the dead of the winter when it takes a lot of effort to keep it alive or may not even survive. This is the intelligence of the law of efficiency and divine grace at work. To hitch your wagon to the universe in this way, you need to learn to listen. This means tuning into what feels right or wrong at any given time. Sometimes you will want to push forward, yet your intuitive knowing will guide you to rest. Sometimes you will want to hide from a challenge, and yet know in your bones it is time to step up and shine with boldness despite the fear you may feel. The universe has a sense of natural flow, cycles, and timing that assures us that it supports every dream we dare to dream, and that every one can come to fruition in due course. It may not look exactly as you expect, but if you have set it in motion with desire and intention, karmic law will ensure that it finds expression. For this to happen in the most loving, graceful, and easy way, you must learn to hear, feel, and sense the currents of life and work with them, rather than push against them. This is about common sense, allowing yourself to be helped, not making things more difficult for yourself than they need to be. Imagine that you have a chance to share a feeling of love in a room full of receptive people. The time is right. They are open for your efforts. Create them. They are open, and your efforts create the maximum effect for love success. Or you could expend the same amount of time and energy by arguing with one disinterested person in an attempt to get them to understand and receive your love, even though they actually have no interest in doing so. They just wish to have their own point of view and for you to agree with that. One is working with the law of efficiency, and the other is working against the tide of life. It is not bad to choose the harder way sometimes. It can be a great learning experience. But if you are being encouraged with this oracle to explore the easier and more graceful way more often. But you are being encouraged. Yes. Especially at this time in your life, because there is a helping hand, a natural wave of energy in life that is going to be able to support your rising spirit in manifesting something truly beautiful and special in the world. The law of efficiency is also sometimes known as the path of least resistance. We must find the strength that comes from letting go and trusting that the universe knows what it is doing. It takes spiritual maturity to see to wisdom greater than your own immediate understanding. Then you are surfing the wave rather than swimming against the current. How efficient to work with life and its cycles, rather than believing you must struggle and strain to be heard, loved, rewarded, and inspired. You have that maturity within you. Trust now. Trust that all will come in time. The invocation says, I call upon the loving grace and master intelligence of the universe, through the law of efficiency and the path of least resistance. Please bless and guide me now in all ways for maximum success, joy, and divinely inspired fulfillment. May my efforts be wise and surrendered, powerful and efficient. May all beings be assisted through divine mercy to discover the path of grace and divine efficiency. Through my own free will, unconditional love, and divine grace. So be it. All right, guys. So yeah, as I said, you are very much going through the flow here, and if you feel like you are having trouble with that, don't feel that way, because the universe is saying you have like a mastered skill in this ability, and they're here to support you, okay? Go with what you love. Go with what is going to heal you in the world and your family. Serves you, serves your purpose, serves just the greater good, and serve the way that is efficient for you in your life, and go with the flow, okay? All right, Cancer. I hope that helped you guys. Stay tuned for my YouTube lives, mini readings, and check out my information below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit notification. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.